furry love.
I love my furry love. Oh. Hey, it's the Tangents with Nate and Todd show. And I'm Bob Euchre.
And I'm Tom Bergeron. I don't even
Well, hey, welcome back. I'm Todd.
And I'm Nate.
And this is Tangents with Nate and Todd. TNT, as some of us would like to say. Our first one back here in 2019.
Did you miss us?
I'm sure there are thousands, if not thousands upon thousands, if not millions of people
Yes.
who have missed this.
We got phone calls.
We got phone calls from strangers
Strangers.
who really
With
actually,
candy.
That guy who did call just wanted to bust on us, but he said we were too nice.
Yeah, that was funny.
So, anyways, we're back, and yes, we had some issues with the holidays. Nate had major surgery.
yeah, I didn't get lipo. I added some on. I was like,
I had scrotum reduction.
I was like, so is there a reversal of lipo? Could you just add more on? They're like, oh yeah, it's a discounted rate.
I wanted to bulk up for the holidays in the wintertime. So.
Well, the temperature's out is like negative 700, so we needed to.
Yeah, well,
warm up.
And Super Bowl is this coming Sunday.
That's right.
And you brought up Doritos.
Yeah,
And one of the things
I like Doritos.
now, just to explain, and some people who have known me that I try not to eat horribly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I drink beer once in a while, but other than that, I eat vegetables now. Never did that before.
Really?
Impressive. I low carbs. I rarely eat bread. I don't do dairy. I do all this stuff.
Your life sucks.
No, I still, and you know what? And I enjoy it. I don't have a problem. It's fine.
I certainly do.
But this Sunday, the gloves come off.
the bib goes on. The gloves come off.
The gloves come off. The bib goes exactly right, Nate. That's perfect. And so we're just gonna.
You're gonna go for it, huh?
And the Super Bowl Sunday is the second.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was.
I hear a ghost.
Weird. Is that me?
No.
But anyway, Super Bowl Sunday is the second to Thanksgiving for the most that people will eat.
Oh,
Like
so it's number 2.
The one biggest eating day.
Interesting.
And I'm saying to myself, my wife and I already agreed that one, I'm going to have pizza, and she's going to have chips and dip. And I'm sure Doritos will be part of that equation. That's when he said Doritos. I'm like, Doritos.
Oh, Doritos are so good. Have you tried Taco Bell's Dorito?
No, I don't.
Tacos?
Taco Bell. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
listen,
know.
they have the nacho cheese and they have the Cool Ranch. Now, Cool Ranch, that's always been my thing. I mean, I'm a '90s kid,
I like Cool Ranch.
so
was
I
there in the
love
80s
Cool
with
Ranch.
that.
So, but see, everyone goes for the nacho because that makes sense. Nacho cheese, Dorito,
Right.
taco, right? The Cool Ranch though is the bomb, man. That's the best one
Now,
to eat.
Cool Ranch, like a chip? You mean Cool
So
Ranch?
the taco shell is Dorito.
Is the Doritos.
Yeah.
Because I used to have the ranch. I never called them Cool Ranch, but there's the ranch Doritos,
Oh,
which
so
I imagine is the Cool Ranch because that's
it's
what
Cool
it kind of
Ranch.
tastes like.
It's always been Cool Ranch, hasn't
I
it?
don't remember.
Again, it's a '90s thing, so maybe they
I
added
used
the
to eat-
cool.
Well, in the 80s, though, towards the middle to towards the end of the
Right.
80s, they had the ranch Doritos, which I started to love. Not as much as the nacho cheese.
Right.
That's what I grew up with.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know the Cool Ranch
Cool Ranch.
kicks ass.
I love Cool Ranch.
So, but I don't go to Taco Bell. It gives me the slippies. So,
You got a question from Elijah Winfrey.
What's up, Elijah?
what's happening, brother? What's he say? Will there be any sticky buns
Oh.
at this Super Bowl party, Todd? No sticky buns, actually. Possibly, though. I
Sticky
can't rule
buns.
that out, Elijah.
Unless he has Taco Bell.
In that
Sticky
case,
buns.
You get the slippies.
He gets the slippy buns.
You'd be running to the bathroom. I'm serious, though. Like a couple of those Taco Bell, and I'm running to the toilet, and it's...
Wow, yeah.
Flushes you
There's
right
a
out.
visual, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what happened to me the other day?
What?
I almost pooped myself.
Now you got to tell the story.
Well, I tell you what,
I love a good poop story, by the way.
my wife and I were doing a little day drinking.
Sorry to start. I can't take a sip and let you tell me this shit.
And it's going to get shittier.
All right, here we go.
So this past Saturday, my wife and I decided, well, you know what? Let's do some day drinking.
This was an activity for you.
Oh, it did.
It was not. It was planned in a way.
It was. It really was. So we're like, that'd be great. So we were at the Elks Lodge in Potsdam, and it's like 5 minutes to 11. We started. That's when we had our first drink.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we went along, and proceeded to drink the rest of the day, and then what the hell did I eat? I ate something, and all I know is my stomach was like.
Oh yeah, it gets the inside
Kind of
farts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I gotta. So we're at an establishment in Colton called the Racket River Pub.
Okay.
Great place to go.
Sounds great.
And the place was really busy, kind of. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, I gotta go to this bathroom. And there's only one bathroom, small place, a lot of people. So I go there. I'm like, I gotta hurry up, pull my pants down, and go. And I'm like, oh, come on. And like
False
a
alarm.
little turd, like the size of my thumb, came out. So I'm like. There's already like someone yanking on the door. I'm like, all right, fine.
What are you doing in there?
So exactly. So I go back out there. I'm like, this didn't work out so well, and my stomach's still going. Growl, growl. So I run back in the bathroom, and then I finally evacuate. So fast forward to later that evening, we went and had dinner, and we get home that night, and I'm thinking I got a toot. Mm-hmm. It felt like a toot.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. I went and toot. Wow. A little bit more happened than just a toot. So I say to my wife, I go, Missy, I gotta go. I gotta take a quick shower.
And that's the sad part. It's our age, man. I mean, I don't know how old everybody is out there. I mean, I'm sure there's a range.
I'm 47,
and I'm 41. But like, that's one of the things I want to talk about too. Like, have you noticed your body changes and it creeps up on you? You do things that you're like, I feel like I just did this last week. All of a sudden, I can't do that anymore. Like, your knees get a little bit creakier. Like,
that's unfortunately for me, it's like to try to get down. I see people like they just get down on their knees to do something. I'm like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
So I pulled my groin. I've never pulled my groin. Well, I mean, when I was in high school. No,
not that groin.
Yeah,
but.
no. So I've never done that. So I never understood what that pain was.
Right.
So just out front here, the studio, they don't plow, they don't shovel the walkway. You have to kind of jump over to get to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I'm nice and frisky and flexible. Foop, shoo. My legs went out from underneath me, on my back. Cars are going by honking, laughing at me. And I just sat there for a minute. I'm like,
chamber dude.
Let me get up. So I get up, and I think I'm fine. I got a little bruise on my leg, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I go home that night, and I'm sitting at my desk doing something, and I go to get up, and I went, oh my God. I'm like, what is that pain? I was like, I go, Tori, I think
Tori, kiss it, make it feel better.
I go, Tori, I think my leg's out of socket. She's like, what?
Your legs out
Yeah,
of
because
socket.
the pain where it was coming from, it felt like it was in my socket, like
in
my
your
leg
joint.
kind of popped out, and I'm like, what's going on? And so I'm stretching, I'm like doing man yoga and dad yoga. I've got my leg I like to say it's up above my head. It's more like to my knee, and I'm going, look how stretchy I am. But yeah, so
I don't know if I can do that.
So I basically I pulled my groin, and it still hurts. I could do some things, but man. Again, it goes back to the age. You can't do certain things anymore, and you're like in your head you're as young as you feel.
I've had dreams because with my job, sometimes I got to stoop down. So if I got to get down low, I'm laying on the ground. I'm like, there's no getting on, because when I do get on my knees, I can't get down any more than the height of my knee to my head.
Yeah. Oh, so you have to lay right down.
So I can't bend my knees back. So I have to lay down.
Like, remember when we were younger, you could just kind of pop out of bed. You kind of do that like a sit up. I roll out of bed now. I literally go, okay, I gotta get to the other side.
My wife laughs at me, but it's like,
I wonder, does anyone else feel our pain? Like, is there anyone else that has, you used to be able to do something, and it's so defeating too.
I mean, I know, but there were times in my life, I went to think back, even sometimes putting my socks on can be a little more difficult.
Oh, you lose your breath because you got to tie your shoes. You're like turning red.
Which is why I wear these.
You got slip-ons there.
It's not completely out of the question
It's
to tie my
crazy.
shoes, but if I can avoid it, I do.
Or so like our house, we have, and you don't think of this. Like we bought our house almost 10 years ago. So that would make around 31, right? So then it didn't bother us that it was one bathroom and it was upstairs. Now at 41, I'm watching something. I'm like, man, I've had to
Oh,
pee
yeah.
since the last 2 shows, and I don't want to walk up the stairs.
It does not get any easier. Well, I used to think my first house, the bathroom, it was a Cape Cod, 2 bedrooms upstairs, but that was it, just 2 bedrooms. The bathroom was downstairs, and I don't ever remember having to get up in the middle of the night to go pee. Well, let me tell you what now, Mr. Man. I thought about that. I'm thinking, if I still lived in that house, I would definitely have to sleep downstairs because there's no way I'm going up and down those stairs just
Yeah.
to go pee. Luckily enough, our bathroom we have a master bathroom right off our bedroom. So,
But if you live there,
but I probably get up at least once a night and pee.
you're gonna have a posturepedic bed soon too.
My wife has already said that. I have 5 pillows. 5 pillows.
You're gonna get a sleep number bed.
Well, I have this like
She's
sciatica.
a 6. I'm a 2.
She likes it hard. Or stiff. I don't know. But I like this my left. Well, my whole body's a little strange. But I went and had X-ray. I thought once my leg was longer than the other, but actually they said I have like scoliosis or something like that.
Interesting.
Or my hips are like they're starting to twist.
So every
or
now and
something.
then you're walking in circles.
Well, yeah, but because it's kind of like it seems like I have one leg longer than the other, so I walk kind of funny, and that was some time ago, and I have but then I started getting like I don't know if it's sciatica or whatever it is, but my side would just hurt like a mother trucker. So
Tangents with Nate and Todd, the 40 plus club.
Join in.
We're just talking about our ailments now.
Hey, well, you know what? That's all right. I'm going to have you guys pause right there. We're a little over 10 minutes in, and it's time to tell people what to do, what they can do to watch the live stream after it's been recorded.
Where's that voice coming from?
hey, Day, why don't you tell us because we don't remember.
All right, so
This is Day, by the way.
Hi, Day.
Is it Day Snyder or Schneider? Snyder? How do you
Snyder.
Snyder. Okay, I just want to make
Schneider
sure.
from one.
Well, that's Schneider.
All right, go ahead, Day.
Alrighty, so if you want to watch Nate and Todd after the live stream's ended, you can go over to Patreon and subscribe for $1 now. This is new. Before you had to subscribe for at least $5.
That's so my folks can watch.
This is a fire
But
sale.
now, for $1, you can watch past episodes, and you can also watch the more polished versions. So instead of this kind of live streamy, okay, yeah, you can hear a more polished recording with the video. Alternatively, if you don't want to pay that $1 a month, you can always listen for free on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
But here's the deal. If you sign up at least $1 a month, if we get enough dollars a month, then that assures that Nate and I will be able to at least buy a 6-pack. And we found out Day is more of a whiskey drinker.
Yes, we gotta get Day
So
drinking.
we gotta find something for Day to drink.
Day
And that-
drinking? Full circle, man. Full circle.
and we have to find something that Day enjoys. So
That's right.
Jameson, are you Jameson? You like Jameson? What's your favorite alcoholic
Cranberry
beverage?
vodka.
Ew, no, I hate cranberries. I'm very simple. Jack Daniels.
Oh,
Jack Daniels.
She's very simple. She's like Jack Daniels.
I like my Jack Daniel, baby. I like it hard. Put it on the rocks, baby. We don't need nothing more than that.
Speaking of some whiskey,
Yeah.
kind of connected, kind of not. Valentine's Day is coming up, which means
I got my heart on.
not quite. I was thinking that maybe you could get your loved one some merchandise from
That's
the
right.
Oh, there you go.
Tangent store.
Nothing says I love you more than a
Tangents
Tangents with Nate and
Todd podcast.
Pillow.
Yeah,
I'm
pillow.
saying a pillow.
Oh,
yeah.
a pillow. Yeah.
Yes, you want to get them a pillow.
How about a
Hey,
thong?
that
We
pillow,
could-
those pillows will work for your sciatica.
Yes, they will.
They-
Stick it right between your legs.
yes, that's definitely.
I have to have 2 pillows between my legs.
That's great.
So here, let me give you the rundown.
Oh, here we go. Draw
So
me a
5
visual.
pillows. My wife laughs at me. She's just like, oh, because I got to get. So I put 2 pillows. I have 3 pillows for my head to start the night. because that way I can prop up and watch TV. I have 2 pillows. I just lay on my back and 2 legs over the pillows. Eventually, I like to sleep on my right side because my left side, that's when it really can bother my hip.
His angina.
So I turn over my vangina.
Angina.
So I turn over and I put the 2 pillows between my legs, and then I take 1 pillow, and then I kind of throw it kind of almost like a cover, but I kind of like hold one like my teddy bear.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
And then one just stays there.
It's your man pillow.
So yes, I have 5 pillows that I use.
I have 1, and the funny thing
I
is,
can't sleep. I couldn't do that.
I have 1 pillow, and you think I would just get another pillow, but no. What I do is the pillow I have, I fold it, and it goes under my head, and that's how I sleep. Actually,
Yeah.
I fold it, and I fold it with just enough fold that it covers the distance between my shoulder and my head.
Yeah.
That I'm perfectly aligned with the. That's how I do it.
No, and that's what I try to do with my 1 pillow when I turn sideways. But I always then my arm kind of hangs over, and I got uncomfortable, so I got a pillow to hold, and the other one just kind of goes over my body.
This
Yes.
this guy says he's who is this? Just a
We don't
text.
know. It's just a text.
It's, this guy threw out his back volunteering at summer camp, and he was only 25 at the time.
You know, let me tell you,
Summer
thank
camp.
you for that, because let me tell you what happened to me.
Uh-oh.
And I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, I was gonna say, were you at this camp?
No, I wasn't at that summer camp. This was my first time I had any back issues. Kind of similar to your groin issue, but I was only like 15. So as freshman, I wasn't even a freshman in high school, but they had wanted me to play JV football because I was tall and I was big, whatever.
Right.
And I had no idea. I mean, I'm not an athlete. I'm really not. I mean, I played sports and I was okay, but that was about it. So I go there, and it's like the 3rd or 4th day of practice, and they had to stop. We did all this, morning stuff, and we're sitting there, and we're not plays. We're just basically sitting there. I could feel like a little twinge in my back. No big deal. All of a sudden, all right, end of the day, calisthenics, whatever. So there's like 6 or 7 different stations, and we had to, at each station you had to do certain things. Well, then my back really started to hurt. I mean, it hurt. And then one of the stations, you had to like run in place.
Yeah.
They blow the whistle, and then you stop and you roll, and you stand up and you run in place until you blow the whistle. Then you stop and roll until you get to the end. Well, I rolled. I couldn't get back up. I mean, it hurt. It hurt like a mother trucker.
Wasn't that the Jimmy Carter Physical Fitness Challenge?
That was horrible. And I'm like 14, 13, whatever I was, 14 years old. And it's like my back hurt so bad. Then I went, and so I was there, and the coach saw it. He goes, "We'll just go inside." Then I tried to take a shower, and the showers there's cold water. Mm-hmm. This is the end of August. The cold showers. I hit the cold water, and I tightened up, and I'm like, "Oh!"
And tracks just fell down.
So that just hurt even more, and I start feeling horrible. So my mother lived on Churchill at the time, so I just went to her house. Well, then I got sick. Like I got the flu. I got something. I mean, I was just sick. And my stepmother, because I lived with my dad and my stepmom at the time, had to come and get me later that day. And I was sick as a dog for like 2-3 days. And my back bothered me. And that was the first time. And every once in a while, I'd be just going along. I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh yeah, that's
My
that
back would
like
go out.
where you just like did something. You're like, here, let me pick up this little thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's when it first started. And when he talked about that, I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm 25. I got you by about 10 years.
That's crazy. Growing up, I mean, I did the craziest stuff, and I mean, I'm probably gonna die like relatively young. I guess I'm relatively young, right?
Well, we'll see.
But I always say that. But
Time will tell.
I would do the stupidest things. I jumped off our house one time into the snow. The snow was only like 2 feet deep, and I was like, ah! I was like, I'm alive.
If it's like the snow like it is now, I'd be like, poof.
Yeah, it'd be like
It was not even packy to
it would just be
fall.
like, thump. Yeah. But yeah, I would do the craziest things and never.
But
really
any
get
injuries
hurt.
from any of that, though? You
No,
said no.
so like I did that. I never got hurt. I actually stole I stole it from my family.
Yeah.
The 3-wheeler one day. You weren't supposed to ride it when no one was home. And I did anyways. And I took it, and I thought it would be cool to race a quad. Like he had like this brand new quad. Mine was like a 1983 90 Honda. You know what I mean? It was not gonna.
Three-wheeler.
Yeah, it was a 3-wheeler. It was not gonna. So I'm racing them. and I'm thinking I'm winning. He's just toying with me, and we used to have this like pit behind our house, and I'm racing, and I hit this rock, and it's a big rock. Of course, in my head, it's bigger now, but I hit it, but I do flip the 3-wheeler. I flip it. It flips upside down on top of me, and it hits my leg, and I do kind of like hobble a little bit, but I got on it and got it back. But because I was like injured a little bit, I'm bringing it back and I'm trying to put it back where it was. I just gunned it and ran into the house. So the 3-wheeler went under the house. When I say under the house, I lived in a trailer, so there's a skirt around a trailer, and yeah,
You went under the
it
trailer.
went under the trailer. I had to wedge it back out. There's a dent in it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get away with this. So yeah, and I didn't really get hurt, but you know what? I should have been really seriously hurt, and I wasn't.
Right.
Like, I did things like that all the time, and I would never. We'd have BB gun wars. We were freaking idiots.
Yeah, we didn't have BB gun wars, but I could have done worse things, I guess, to myself. I don't know. But I was so timid. Like I did not risk. I'm still that way to this day. I don't take that many chances.
Oh, today I feel like I'm,
But even when I was a
yeah.
kid, I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh no, I was the guy going, oh,
Yeah.
it'll be
well,
fine.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, we would have been best friends as kids because I would be like, I don't think so, Nate. No, let's do it. And you do it and be like, I told you. Or you would drag me along because I did like my best friends in high school. And I was very conservative, very like I don't want to upset Dad, but my friends would kind of like, come on, do this. And it was fun.
Yeah.
And I said, well, the fun I had, we did some stupid stuff. We did silly things. But I mean, nothing.
But you were usually the one just watching them do the stupid
Well, a
stuff.
lot of times I would leave 'cause I'm like, you know what? This is good. It's midnight. I should probably go now.
Yeah.
And then my friends were like, oh, man, you should have stuck around and all this stuff happened.
We lit him on fire.
And I missed all this, And I'm like, and I think back now,
Steve's dead.
I'm like, 3 nights in the hospital.
Well, I watch like because you got Jackass and all those guys, and I think to myself, I'm like, they made pretty good money doing
Yes.
that. I mean, they messed themselves up, but it shows me how dumb
Some are
I
dead.
am because I didn't videotape any of this stuff, and I did it.
I'm glad there was no video of anything I
Yeah,
did.
that's true. That's true.
But yeah.
Even though I just let everyone know how dumb I am when I was a kid.
Well, you certainly have a certain amount of. Look at like Knoxville now.
Yeah. Oh, he's tore up.
He's tore up, but he's calmed down a lot.
Yeah. Same
But-
with Steve-O.
Yeah.
I've watched him lately.
But a lot of those guys had drug habits. They had issues. They had some serious issues.
Oh yeah, Bam Margera. I watched a thing on Bam. First of all, he gained a ton of weight.
Yep.
Actually, he looks like his dad now.
His dad,
I always
yeah.
thought to myself, I'm like, how is that his dad? But now I see it.
I think about that. It's like, I as a kid growing up, I could have had issues, I guess, but I don't know. I think it's like, there's some family stuff that's a little weird or whatever, but I never wanted to like go and hurt myself or
Yeah, no.
never wanted. I don't have I go prove myself or
I did
whatever,
throw
no.
myself out of a car one time just to prove it.
just to prove it.
Yeah, it was a dare. But do you remember? We dared. They were like, I bet you won't do it.
Double dog
And
dare
I
you.
said, as long as you get to a grass clearing, I'll do it. And I didn't think they were doing like, they must have been doing, I mean, in my head, again, we're going to go back to my head. In my head, they were doing 50 miles an hour. But I think it
What
was
about
more
10?
like 10 miles an hour. But I'll tell you what, that hurt.
It hurt.
I didn't hurt myself, though. Like, it was, all right, I went to the hospital one time because remember in 5th grade, they tell you you go to the high school to learn how to swim?
Yes.
First rule is don't slide on the wet floors. Not me.
Well, see, you're a rule breaker.
I'm into surfing. I'm into skateboarding. I can do this, and I did do this. I was good at doing that. However, Scott Lefebvre didn't appreciate my skills, and he was like, "Boom!" He hip checked me while I was going, and he hip checks me. I go face forward into the drain. The drain hits my chin, and to this day, I have a big old scar. It cut.
Did he feel bad?
No, he didn't even get in trouble because when they said, who did this? I go, oh, I just did it. I fell. You know, rat. It's in my bag. Dude.
But did he feel bad?
I don't know.
Did he at least come up and say, hey, man, sorry about that?
I don't think so. I think he was more worried that I was going to get him in trouble, that he just avoided me altogether for a while.
Okay.
But I remember it started dripping. And of course, my wits are like knocked around a little bit, and they're like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine." And like, "Dude, you're bleeding." And I go, "What?" And they go, "Your chin's bleeding." I went, "What?" And I stuck my finger right in it, and I felt the muscle in the chin bone, and I went like that. And then of course the teachers come in and all that. So that was the most I ever did. I had 4 stitches. That was it. Everything else, never broke a bone, never did anything.
I had stitches, one of these eyes somewhere. I don't remember it. I guess I was a young kid playing around, and I fell at the laundromat, and suppose I had 3-4 stitches, or 3 stitches, or 2 stitches, whatever, up some here. I don't remember.
I will say, I will say I probably should have went to the hospital a few times. I didn't bother. Like on my finger, I have this really gnarly scar.
Uh-huh.
Again, I was just I was a stupid kid. I remember, I don't know why, but I was playing with a razor blade one time.
Playing with a razor blade.
I was just playing with it. My dad used to have a ton of them in his workshop for the, you know what I mean? You put it in there. And I was just playing with it, right? So I'm sitting there playing with it, and I went, okay, I'm done playing with it. And I hucked it out the window. I was in a car. And I went, I wasn't totally stupid. I went, that wasn't very smart. Someone could fall on that and break it or cut themselves. I should go and get that. So here I am going, where is that razor blade? And I'm wishing my hands all through the grass. Shunk, found it. I had literally a whole paper towel roll on trying to avoid telling my mom. And it was just seeping through. Finally, she saw it and she goes, "Do you want me to go to the hospital?" I'm like, "Nah, it's just a little cut." And yeah, it should have had stitches. I think I had a bandage on that for like 6 months.
For it to finally come together. Now, if somebody wants to is there anybody watching? Day?
Yeah, you get some viewers.
Yeah, we got some viewers.
If somebody wants to add, and how do they get a hold of us if they want to chime in, or maybe they got a story to share?
It's 315 Toy Road.
315 Toy Road, TOYROAD, Toy Road. We did that on purpose.
Yeah, we did it on purpose. It's Toy Road. It's awesome.
And if you want text, you can text too.
Yep.
Toy Road.
Toy Road. Yeah, Toy Road.
Toy Road.
Toy Road. Toy Road. Toy. I can't. I got marble mouth, dude.
TOYROAD. Toy Road. Don't say it fast.
Toy Road.
Toy Road.
But we can also see their comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah, so you can just comment wherever you are.
If you got a Twitch,
MySpace.
you can comment there. Oh man, I love MySpace.
LinkedIn. Are we on LinkedIn?
No.
Nah, they wouldn't have us.
You porn?
Not yet.
Is
but
there
that's
like
weird.
the You Porn Live? Can we do that for? Is that kind of like the same thing?
No, it's
So,
completely
anyways, I
different.
got this T-shirt. See Lebowski,
2020.
2020, and I think
What's it say? The aggression will not stand, man. The aggression will not stand, man.
I love the Big Lebowski,
The Big Lebowski is awesome.
and so I got this last year when we were doing it, and I wanted to get it. I remember telling you, I said, next time I'll have something for you, blah blah. And it took like a month and a half for me to get this T-shirt.
You just blew my mind, dude, because you're like, I got this last year, and I'm like, wow, that came out last year?
Yeah, like 2018,
You totally dad joked me, dude.
like December 2018.
I was like, wow, man, what are they even doing that? Like, that's weird, but yeah, I get it now. I get it
Yeah.
last year. That's like my dad joke I had about the milk. We bought milk, November or something like
Yeah.
that, and I was December, I think it was. But I was drinking it into the new year, and I'm like, I don't know, I bought this last year, and it's still pretty good. my daughter's
I don't
like,
know,
you're an
sometime
idiot.
last year. Like last year. But anyways, yes, if you want to join the conversation or you got something to add, please feel free. I mean, we're just a couple of idiots talking here. Well, no, actually, Nate's a really good guy, but I'm an idiot. And Day's starting to chime in now, which is great. It's always great to. Day seems to be like the calming presence.
Day
of
is
two
our center.
Uttering idiots.
She's our center.
Yeah, and Day, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Yeah,
So
she's
Dave's-
way more mature
Dave's
than us.
23, and she's our
Listen.
calming center.
I know. It's the sad part is,
She's my daughter's age, for
Yeah.
crying out loud.
and she's
I went to high school with her.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So
well, there are things. So Day
my
works.
daughter would feel the same way, though.
Day works with me at the chamber, and she works with me at the studio. And You find people that compliment you and fill the gaps where you're inadequate. She fills those gaps. She marks all those check boxes for me.
Well, you got to have somebody who's watching the whatever, who's
What?
watching the thing.
Who's watching the road
you know?
while I'm apparently jumping out?
Oh, by the way, when you talked about that, I'm like, I kind of know how you feel, because this past summer I was golfing in the Messina Memorial Hospital golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
The foundation does their tournament, and
I volunteered there.
and I was there with some my boss, and then my secondary boss, and then another guy I work with, and we were having a good time. Couple of beers, kind of thing. And
Oh, no.
We're on the back nine, and I thought it'd be really funny if how it's like you hang off and you're like, charge,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I thought if I stood up and we're driving to the next hole or next shot, or where we drove and we're off, I just felt like, yes. So I go to stand up, I figure I'd hang on to the cart thing there, and I'm just going to kind of hang off, like, charge, and that's why I wanted to charge. Well, I end up going, whoa, boom. It wasn't graceful. It was like just dead weight going, boom.
Oh my God. Was it on the grass or on the road?
It was on the grass,
Oh.
but I had fell on my side. I hit my head. I get up. And I don't even know what happened. I mean, I had a concussion. It was definitely a concussion. So I get up. I'm like, I'm all right. Okay. And they're looking at me like, what the hell just happened? What'd you do?
We're just getting so old.
And I'm going, geez, I only worked with these guys for about, this is what, July, right?
Yeah.
So, month?
Yeah. They're like, that Todd's a riot. He's got a good
Or
shtick.
maybe it was August. I forget when they have it. But yeah, only a couple of months I've been
Oh,
working
yeah,
there.
it is August. It was
Yeah,
August.
it was the Camp Potsdam Hospital has theirs in July, and then Messina Memorial Hospital had theirs in August. So this was Messina Memorial Hospital, and I'm just like, oh God, what did I do? And I felt horrible. I mean, the next day was rough because it was like,
Again,
my neck hurt.
goes back
my
to our age.
Head hurt, and I'm thinking, what the frig was I thinking?
It's our age, man. Like,
Because I talked to the guy next to me, I'm like, Jerry, what the hell was I thinking? He's like, I don't know, man, but that was funny.
we just forget. We forget because it has to go back. It's our minds. Like, we don't think we are as old as we are in our head. You know what I mean? I think you
Oh,
start seeing
no.
the markers, like the gray hair and.
Well, let me tell you what, though. There's still a teepee in the morning every time I wake up.
I didn't need to know that, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Just kidding, anyways.
Just kidding. I gotta take a pill.
I read that somewhere, and I thought that'd be funny to add it. So, no, but no. If what's this Patreon thing?
Patron. We having Patron.
Patron.
That's right. You just got a new patron. It was Chris.
What's up, Chris? Thank you, Chris.
Wow, thanks for the pledge, Chris.
I appreciate it. We hope we.
I pledged $1.
Oh, thanks,
now-
Todd.
Now.
Thanks.
Well,
Is it reinvestment?
So my dad. Remember we called my dad last time, which was what,
Yeah.
a month and a half ago?
Yeah. We don't have to pay him, do we?
No, but I got to pay them so he can watch it.
Oh, so we do.
So I'm like, so I said, yeah, go on, use username. Of course, I'm probably gonna have to go to their house and do it for them.
Oh yeah.
But
You know that's gonna be us.
yes,
I mean, literally before the show started, I'm like, Day, what's the button where I can watch the chat?
so I go to Patreon. And I say, okay, I'm going to pledge $1, and I'll give them my username and password, and they can log in and they can watch all the videos. Well, then I get there, and then we had set it for $5 to be able to watch, and I'm like, I'm not paying $5.
Well, that was a glowing endorsement. Thank you very much.
I'm not paying $5 for my parents to watch. I'm willing for $1 a month. I can do that. I mean, I figure it's going back to us,
That's hilarious.
But I'm not paying $5. I feel like George Costanza. Not $5. $1, yes, but not $5.
Not gonna do it, Jerry.
Not gonna do
it. I'm over my head. It's not.
Shrinkage.
It was shrinkage. Jerry. As
Let me warm it up.
there's all my impressions in one.
I don't have any impressions, but that was good though. That's the idea.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. No way! I'm doing $5 a month.
I don't even like my parents. I'm just kidding. He likes his parents. I know he does.
I don't even like me for $5 a month.
Where are we at, Day?
We're about, let me see,
Guys,
37 minutes in.
we just don't want to go over. The last time we went over, and it
we
was
gotta
crazy.
we gotta be careful. Plus, I gotta pee. So
We can just hum a song while you go. Hey, if you want to give us a call, 315-869-7623. You can call us and tell us about your young or old ailments.
315 Toy Road.
Toy
Can we
Road.
do that? Should we
Yeah, we got the capabilities, don't we?
where's the-
I don't know how it works. I forgot. Let me see. Let me see if it works.
Don't I plug that in?
Someone
Yeah,
should-
you plug it right
Actually,
into
someone
there,
should call us to test it.
and you open up Google Voice on your phone.
I mean, it's been a while since we did this.
Does it have to be under?
It has to be under tangents.
Okay,
Hey, look at that. I remembered based on Toy Road.
Google Voice.
Yep.
Where is that? I know I did this already.
I'm calling.
Oh dear.
Wait,
Google.
where's it coming from? Is it going to you?
Well, it's going here, but as soon as he opens it up, he should be able to accept it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Is this Todd?
Hello?
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 Is this? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Is this Todd?
Is it working day?
Yes, it's working.
Hello?
Ooh, that feedback.
I love feedback.
Not that kind.
I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan.
Okay, so it still works.
So it did work. I didn't even know what I did.
I
But
wasn't
it
sure
opened up.
either. I wasn't sure either.
So I got that working. So I
Again.
got the iRig 2.
We sound like a couple dads. Is this? Hey, do I got minutes on this phone?
You know, Nate, I don't know how to tell you this, but we are a couple of
I
dads.
know, but see, again, in my head, I do not think that. I don't perceive
What do you
myself
think our
as that.
parents feel?
You know what? And I'm starting to see
You
all
know?
those things. Like,
I mean, my dad's probably really happy that he knows how to use the DVR. But honestly, he could, if you sat him down in front of the computer, he wouldn't have any idea.
well, my son. So
My stepmother is the technologically advanced one in that household.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's not
It's
saying
kind of
much.
crazy. Dads always take care of the stereo stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is. But like with my son, my oldest son now, 19, just graduated. He's airborne now. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I heard that.
Yep,
Congratulations.
full
Wow.
infantry airborne. He's in North Carolina, stationed at Fort Bragg. And I'm just starting to see like he's gonna start. I mean, you always see that you. When I was a kid, I knew everything. My parents didn't know shit, stuff like
Right.
that. And now that's starting to happen, and it's like you're in that crossroad where you have so much more appreciation for your parents,
Mhm.
and now you have also the frustrations that they felt too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I still do. I learned a long time ago, even though my parents, maybe they don't know how to download apps for
Download
their
apps,
phone
right,
or
right,
whatever,
right.
but they've experienced stuff. The
Right.
same kind of scenarios they've already been through.
Yeah.
So I always listen to them. I still listen to them. And even though sometimes I might not relate, but eventually something will happen and be like,
Yeah.
Especially after I had kids. When I started having kids, that's when it was really like, oh, I get it now.
Yep. Oh, especially when it just comes to like regular life things, heartbreak, letdown, stuff like
Well,
that.
I'm going through it with my stepdaughter. It's like,
it's those things you can't tell them. They won't listen.
No.
They got to experience them.
Yep. She's worrying. I won't go into details, but they're going through a few things. Her and her boyfriend, this and that.
And that,
and
yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, she's 22, he's 24 or 25. And I'm thinking, you're talking 3 or 4 years.
To be 20 again.
3 or 4 years is nothing. And I'm thinking, well, I'm 47 now, going to be 48. My wife's 48.
That's so old. Oh, sorry.
And we're like, we're like empty nesters almost.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
loving it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like McDonald's. We're loving it. That's why we can day drink.
going back to day drinking. I just love it. You're like, yeah, I just looked at the wife and like, want a day drink? Yeah, that sounds like great. Like,
No, we played it. We sat in our chairs going, what are you doing Saturday? I'm going to do Saturday. Want to do some day drinking Saturday? She's like, yeah. Well, because she made an appointment for 10 o'clock to get her oil changed in her car. And it's like, well, we'll go and get some breakfast.
get our driving done, out of the way.
Well, we'll get there, get some breakfast.
Got to have food before a day
and
drink.
then we'll head over to the Elks and we'll start doing our day drinking.
I just think it's funny because day drinking just kind of happens. It's like you show
Oh,
up
no,
somewhere.
we planned it. We
and
have to plan.
And that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you just show up at a buddy's house and, hey, want to have a beer? Yeah, let's have a beer. And next thing you know, it's like, noon or whatever.
6 in, 7 in.
But you guys were like,
Oh, no, we planned it.
so Saturday I put on the schedule day drinking. We'll start specifically around noon. And we'll just go from there.
Well, we didn't plan specifically. But the only thing we planned was that we were going to start drinking early.
The important thing is you were spending quality time.
Of course.
Yeah.
My wife likes to drink. I like to drink. So, but none of us, we're not like alcoholics.
The
but-
thing is, it's really not that bad. I guess it just sounds that
and
bad.
It's not like we're doing shots and we're like, it'd be,
Throwing yourself out of a car.
the golf cart was the different story. But
No, I know. But, yeah,
the car, well, you were sober when you did the car, right?
I did.
Yeah,
I was
so
totally
you have nothing,
sober.
You have nothing to blame that on.
Just my own stupidity. My own stupidity.
Is anybody commenting on anything?
Yeah, that guy said laugh out loud. He thinks it's hilarious.
We were good ids.
We were
okay.
good kids.
Oh, so that's current
Chris.
stuff. So Chris, okay.
Yeah.
He was talking about when you guys were talking about your ailments. He was talking about having 5 pillows himself. So I
see, Chris
recommended.
has, okay, so
Yeah, there you go.
I recommended he replace those with 5 tangents with Nate and Todd.
Yeah,
pillows.
because there's nothing like having cartoon characters with 2 dudes between your legs.
Yeah, you know what?
you
Let
look
me,
down and look down between your legs, and there's
Yeah.
Name
Todd.
Todd just like,
Here.
Hey,
so I can see
hey,
it.
nice growing.
Well, it's even better. You can have it in a square size,
Hey.
18 by 18, or
And
get
look-
a rectangular one.
And look, Todd's hands are out, so you can do a measurement if you need a quick measurement.
It's this big.
And I'm just there for support.
That's huge, Todd.
I didn't realize how useful these pillows were until now. Wow.
Right? You want this merchandise.
Nothing says I love you more than a pillow with tangents with Nate and Todd on it.
It's a multifunctional pillow.
Yeah.
You know what? And if you need a measurement on the go, there you go. Phone
Yeah.
There
case
you go, put
right
it on
there.
the back of your iPod or iPod. What do they call those things? iPhones.
Yeah, iPhones.
On
Yeah.
the back of your Nokia flip. Your
Do you
Nokia.
know there's something about for 52% of people, one of the first things to notice is what kind of phone you use.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
That's an
thinking,
interesting-
I gotta get a flip phone again.
Oh my God, yeah.
'Cause that when I was in Brockville a couple years ago, I had the station when I worked at the radio station. They had a flip phone, and I brought it because I know it worked in Canada, and just in case I need to call a taxi or something.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at this bar waiting for the show and stuff, and there's probably about 10 other people sitting at the bar with my wife and I get the phone and I said, "Honey, hold on while I make a call," and I flip it open, and I go to make a call, and she's looking at me like, "God, you're an a-hole," and the other people are like, "What the hell's he doing? A flip phone?" And it's so fun, and it broke the ice though, and all of a sudden they're our best friends.
Yeah, that's awesome. The flip phone.
Flip phone.
I
I
remember
love the
the
flip phone.
I remember the ones where it had the flip at the bottom. Like,
Mhm.
remember it was like
Yeah, it was.
it was a little bottom flipper that you had to talk, and it was like the size of a walkie-talkie.
Oh, those are big.
Yeah, you remember those? It was
Yes.
like the first ones that came out in the North Country here. They were like Motorola's or something like that.
Yes, there was the.
A buddy of mine got it. It was funny. A buddy of
They
mine
were
got it.
thick, right?
Yeah, well, it was like a brick. I mean, it was huge. I don't even have anything big enough here to even.
Yeah. Okay. No,
and,
I don't.
And it was like this big, and then it had a little. Actually, the piece that came flipped down, it really was just covering where you would talk. You
Right,
flip
and it
down,
flipped down.
and he got it, and I think it was my senior year in high school, and he was already out of high school, and he was getting it because he had a job and it was cool. And he got it, literally paid probably $50 a month. Couldn't make a call on it though, because it would cost him a fortune. So he never used it. Like, it was hilarious. I thought it was funny.
Well, my first cell phone was a bag phone,
Oh.
9X.
Ooh.
Northern Music and Video. We were one of the first cellular phone dealers.
I miss Northern Music.
And it was $99 for the bag phone, and we got the antenna that went on the roof, and we couldn't afford it, and there's no reason for us to have it, but we got it anyways. So what did
that?
Chris say? Chris said, even funnier, you guys need a full body pillow version. I'm working on that.
It's definitely going to be an XL.
Maybe you could have Jason start making mass producing them.
There you go. There you go.
It would be huge.
And for the young people out there, we do have the Tangents with Nate and Todd condoms. I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of funny.
You're such a dickhead.
Yep. Okay. And
All right.
back
Maybe
on
we have
track.
Jason come on sometime.
How much longer do we have? I really got to pee. Can I go pee?
No, I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Is that
yeah,
it, Dave?
I mean, sure. We're at,
good, 'cause I
we're at
really-
45 minutes. That's perfect.
We basically just come to a
I really
screeching
got to
halt.
pee though. I mean, I'm serious. My
I mean,
eyeballs
maybe
right
we could
now.
do another 5. I don't know.
No.
No, you know what? I think that is a great
Okay,
part
great.
to
We
cut.
gotta go.
All right.
So remember Patreon, whatever. Follow us. I gotta go pee.
Hey, we're going to be back sometime.
I think I gotta fart.
Please don't. An Amish love. Do you like feet?
Especially ones with big old calluses on them.
I like a good club foot.
I love feet. There we go. There's our theme.
Toe jam.
I love feet.
It makes me weep.
Love feet. I love feet.
Mercy.
Oh, baby, don't cut those toenails. Keep them long. 'Cause I want you to scratch my back.
Can you imagine that?
Ooh, I want you to climb the walls with those, baby. Oh, I love feet. I'm in search of a mature woman. You know I like to please. Really doesn't matter. You don't have to send a nude. But you could if you please. Because in search of a mature woman, in search of a mature woman, send a pic with reply so I know you're real. It doesn't have to be a nude. Drinking whiskey, loving life, that Earl, he gets frisky. He loves his wife every night when he can. Sometimes he drinks too much and he just can't.
And listens to Tangents.
Get it up.